Thank you, choir, for reminding us who we are. Some of you have seen me in this dress. It is my mother's dress from about circa 1968. Anyway, I said to Lori one day, I found an old journal entry from 36 years ago, and I thought it might still be relevant today. I forgot I had written it down. I remembered the situation, but so she asked me to read it. I edited it a bit so that it's from my brain, but if you weren't there, I had to add a few more details so you'd get it. But it'll relate to everyone. Sunday, May 19th, 1990. Here I am, 31 years old already with 3 kids, a 7, a 4, and a 2-year-old. Right now, my youngest has such a bad fever, he whimpers if I try and put him down. So, I chose to hold him for 3 days instead of cleaning. Of course, everything exploded while my husband is away. And at the end of this holding marathon, I clumped down on the kitchen floor with my sick boy still in my arms, and I propped myself up against the cupboards, beyond exhausted. I sat there holding my precious boy. He just wanted to be held. Well, who doesn't when you feel so horrible? I sat there like a zombie. My eyes began scanning the entire kitchen floor, especially the section right below my son's high chair, and I was amazed at the mess. I sat staring at it for the longest time, just glaring at it, amazed at how much can accumulate in just 3 days. Pieces of eggshell, a hunk of apple, a blob of peanut butter, a half of a dried up sandwich from his older brother, and anything imaginable, all just sitting there, staring at me, waiting for someone to clean it up. Did I tell you I hate mess? I just stared back at it and I said, later. I hate mess, God. Do you like mess? I mean, kids are your idea. It begs the question, is mess your idea? I never realized until this moment just how much I hated mess. The scary part is that in a small corner of my heart, I realized it had always been true. All of a sudden, I saw my 15-year-old heart. I was never good at hanging out with small kids. They were unpredictable and very messy. I just figured I wasn't mother material. And as I sit here now, staring at all the food all over the floor, my 31-year-old self saw the part of my 15-year-old heart that I had always ignored. And in this moment, I noticed my hatred of mess. Sometimes it had led me to dislike kids. I always lied to my neighbors growing up. Oh, I'm way too busy to babysit this Saturday. I have a big test to study for. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I was always too busy for that. Crying, messy, unpredictable kids. What a horrible realization to look at. I tried to shut it out of my mind, but there it was, plain as day. It just took 15 years for my guard to be down just enough to watch it rise to the surface. I looked down at my son. Somehow he had fallen asleep. Tears streamed down my face. And I sensed God wanted to just sit with me in the mess. I felt absolute peace as I looked at my sleeping baby and as I looked at that corner of my 15-year-old heart. God was helping me understand myself through all this mess. Who knew there was so much to learn from mess? You are an incredible God of order. The scientists boggle their minds at your order, and so do I. And yet, we all have messy lives and raise messy kids. Maybe it's a way to see we are all broken, messy, not enough. Only you, God, are enough. Enough for mess, enough for pain, enough for the weight of this world. I literally felt God's arms around me. I was also being held as I held my sick toddler. God was telling me not to worry. You made the best choice. Mess can always wait. I need mess to teach me how to live in a messy world. Help me to accept kids are messy, life is messy, and then maybe I can see more of you through the mess.